I'm starting here with 3 cups of warm water. Not hot, not cold, pleasantly warm, like in a baby's bottle. Because we're going to make life. That's what bread is. So I'm putting in 2 tablespoons of yeast. That's the life. It's going to come to life. Those little granules, I'm going to leave it for 15 or 20 minutes till it changes. The yeast is dissolved. So I'm going to add some honey, not too much. I add the honey before the salt. The honey feeds the yeast. The salt tends to inhibit the growth, so putting the salt in next. Put in a cup of wheat flour and 2 cups of white flour. Then putting in about a half a cup of polenta. If I had wheat germ, I'd put in about a half a cup of wheat germ. And I'm putting in a half a cup of coconut, not sweetened. Now it's starting to come alive already. See, it's getting a little puffy. So that's starting to look pretty good. Now I'm going to put some flour on my kneading surface and tip the dough into that. I want to get it so that I can handle it easily, and it's its own thing. It's not going to be adhering to anything but itself. I'm coming down with the heels of my hand. Always make sure you've got enough flour in there. Okay. I go down with the heels of my hand. I pull it back with my fingers. I can reposition it. If it starts going out too far to the side, I can bring it this way. Ooh, it's starting to get a little sticky. A little more flour. So the total of flour might be about 6 cups. As you're working, your hands are your guide. The feel of the dough against your hands, it starts feeling elastic and silky. What you're doing is breaking down the molecules, stretching the molecules, and they start adhering to each other. You're making a unit. You are making something new. You are making magic. This bears no resemblance to any of the ingredients, right? We're not really seeing any of the separate ingredients. We are playing God, if you will. Maybe this is how Adam was made. We are baking bread, making bread, something so basic and so easy to do. And if you just do it a few times, you will start to get great pleasure from it. I don't understand the people with the bread making machines. I mean, they do get bread, probably, good bread, but they missed the making of it. After a while, it starts talking back to you, and you have a conversation of great rapport through your hands. It's telling you what it wants. Your hands get the message and fulfill your part of the bargain. I don't think you want to think too much. Let your hands do your thinking. Follow your hands. And of course, then, you have the fingertips bringing it back. You have the heels of the hands pushing it forward and down. You have the arms. You have the shoulders. You have the back. All supported by your feet. Your feet on the ground. Now we've got it to the point where it's enjoying the relationship. All right, now I cleaned my bowl and I put in some oil. Bread has no fat or butter or oil in it. But I do liberally put oil. I've got maybe a couple of tablespoons of oil in here. You can use a safflower oil, something like that. I wouldn't use olive oil, too much flavor. It's just enough to grease the bowl. I'm going to put it to bed now. It is now 9:10, so this has taken 20 minutes so far. And leave it until it at least doubles in size. It's going to grow. Remember, it's alive.